First, wants to start us off in the room. Going once.
Say Ali.
The pace of the game stayed intense throughout. Can you talk a little bit about the defense and what you're seeing from your team that's working and maybe where you'd like to dial in a little bit more?
Yeah, our defense was just non-existent today. We had spurts where we played it and it was good, but majority of the game we were playing catch up. I don't think it was necessarily just the pace of the game. It was just the 1-2 factor of wanting to actually play defense and execute that on that side of the basketball. So yeah, we got to do better when it comes to that, and I mean that's something that we're going to continue to do as practices go on.
Liz just walked in and she was really be active on the defensive end of the glass. Can you talk a little bit about where she is at this point of the season as opposed to where you ended? It seems like she's had a lot of growth in that off season.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's a question that you'll have to ask Liz, but you know the growth that I see in Liz is something that doesn't come by surprise to me. She worked her tail off in the off season to make sure that she was ready not just for herself but for us, and I think that's the sign of a true professional. When someone knows that you know I want to be here, I want to be valued, I'm going to work my butt off to make sure that you know they don't make me go anywhere. I'm here to stay. And I love that for her. It encourages me to continue to work hard because, I mean, when you see Liz just crashing the boards, doing all the little things, the intangible things, things that don't show up in the stat sheet, it speaks volumes to the type of player that she is. And she's always been. But I'm glad that we're able to bring it out of her. Because it's there. Do we want this list every single night? Absolutely. But at the same time, I think the beautiful thing about Liz is she lets the game come to her. She doesn't really force a lot of different things, even though she could go out here and bring us 20 and 10 every single night. That's who she's always been. But the sacrifices that she makes on and off the court for us to be able to compete at a very high level speaks volume to the person that she is. So shout out to you, Liz.
Thank you
Way to
so
put the work in.
much.
Liz, you were all over you were catching all the boards. What was your thought process when the shot goes up and you're cracking the rebound? Because you were literally everywhere.
Yeah, that's just something that coach tells me. Like that's my role on this team is crash the boards every time, give us second chance, buckets and stuff like that. So just always bringing that energy is something that I'm trying to do consistently for this team. Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Allergic.
We talked to Coach Hammond. We talked to Coach Hammond prior to the game and mentioned how the offense seems to shift from player to player.
Who? I'm sorry.
To Coach Hammond.
Okay.
So we've gone through how multiple players have taken over at different points throughout the game, and this one was no exception. How does that make things easier for the offense to flow throughout the game?
It's easier to make it flow because you know it's hard on the defense. They got to pick their poison. There's not just one person that you have to dial in on to make sure that they don't get to their spots. It's multiple people that can go off. So I think when you have multiple people that are able to do that, it does make it hard on the defensive end to guard, how to scheme, because on any given night it could be anyone. And I think that's what is so great for us. And yeah, we're still learning. We're still trying to get out the kinks on the offensive end, but it's equally on the offensive end how we can be a threat defensively. We have to lock in as well. So it's good to have multiple choices when it comes to scoring the basketball. But the biggest thing for us right now is defending. We have to defend. None of this matters if we don't defend.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Start us off for coach. Second row.
It's I don't think it's ever happened, but Jackie has gone 0-4 in back-to-back games. How are you helping her get through it? I know you're encouraging her to still take her shots, but she was in the game for just 19 minutes today. Can you talk a little bit about what's going on with Jackie?
I mean, we know she's playing with a heavy heart. Basketball wise, probably hasn't gotten off to the start that she wants. However, we're going to give her every support system that we possibly can. The reason why she actually played a little less tonight was because of foul trouble, not anything else. I don't care that she's not scoring. She impacts the game in too many other ways to not put her in the game. But yeah, I haven't seen it. I'm sure she hasn't seen it, so we're all trying to deal with it. But yeah, I'll be checking in on her.
A little bit about the defense. Kelsey Plum had 37 points in 38 minutes today. I think Jewell was on her for most of the game.
38 and 37
38,
minutes.
37. Was there ever a time when you thought maybe switching up the defensive assignment on her?
Yeah, we had multiple defenders. Kind of didn't matter.
Going, she just gets going. Yeah.
Yeah, she's an elite scorer. She's a world-class scorer. We know that very well. Their whole entire team was just too comfortable from the jump. From the jump, it wasn't just her. What makes her really tough is her willingness to pass. She gets everybody involved. I mean, she had 9 assists tonight too, as well as cooking from the floor. So we got to do a better job there. Little bit of Jekyll and Hyde with our defense. You know, we come out, kind of ease into the game defensively and get smacked around, but then come back and hold them to a good score in the second quarter with the defense, and then turn around and give it right back. So I don't think we had any kills in the second half. So that tells you right there where our defense is performance-wise.
To the transition defense, coach, it felt like the Sparks were pushing a lot after misses and turnovers, but also after makes. In those situations, is there a balance to be struck between just picking up someone versus picking up like the preferred matchup to kind of avoid those cross matches, or how are you kind of evaluating that portion?
If they're pushing pace at us, I mean, it's just find a man. Find somebody in a purple and yellow jersey. You don't really get to have options when they're playing with pace like that, but obviously we had a lot of missing tonight. I thought we had some quick shots that I didn't like, which those are almost like live ball turnovers when we take bad shots and it's just off to the races and it's really hard to recover from. So if we can clean up the offensive end a little bit, I think it helps our defense. But it was a disappointing night on the defensive end for us, plain simple. Transition, half court, man to man, whatever you want to call it, everything was not up to par.
So we talked prior to the game about the depth of scoring options tonight. Chennedy Carter and NaLyssa Smith both had at least 22 points. How does that happen, especially on a night like tonight where someone like Jackie Young is kind of struggling a little bit?
I mean, it's just picking each other up. I mean, we have multiple players with 20 plus. We should win the game. So it just tells you the job wasn't getting done on the defensive end.